Hello and welcome back to Word Unlocked. I'm Jake.
And I'm Sarah. And today's word comes from the courtroom, but it left the courtroom a long time ago. Now you hear it in restaurants, in product reviews, in casual conversations between friends, everywhere.
Yes, from a very serious legal word to, so what's the verdict on this pizza? Sarah, the word?
Verdict.
Verdict. Let's learn it.
Verdict means the final decision, the conclusion. After thinking, after discussing, after testing, after waiting. The answer is here. This is what we decided. This is what we concluded. That final answer, the verdict.
In a courtroom, guilty or not guilty. That is the official verdict. But in everyday life, verdict just means the final opinion, the final result, the conclusion everyone was waiting for.
Now the chunks.
Chunk 1. The verdict is in. An announcement. The waiting is over. The decision has been made. The results are ready. Come and hear it.
For example, we tested 3 different project management tools for 2 weeks. The verdict is in. You signal, I have the answer now. I have tested, I have concluded. The verdict is in. Listen.
The verdict is in is a great phrase for reviews, for test results, for group decisions. It creates a small moment of drama, a signal, pay attention, the answer is coming.
It makes even a simple opinion sound official and final, and that is exactly why people love using it.
Chunk 2. What's the verdict? The casual question. You are asking someone for their final opinion, their conclusion, their result after they experience something.
For example, you tried the new restaurant last night. What's the verdict? You want the conclusion, the final opinion, not the full story, just verdict, good or bad, worth it or not.
What's the verdict is a very natural, very casual phrase. Friends use it constantly, after a date, after a job interview, after trying something new. Just, what's the verdict? Tell me everything in one sentence.
Chunk 3, final verdict. You emphasize this is the last word. The debate is over. No more discussion. No more changing your mind. The final verdict.
For example, I tried the budget laptop for 1 month. My final verdict, not worth it. Discussion closed, opinion formed, final verdict delivered. You don't need to ask again.
Final verdict is very common at the end of product reviews, articles, comparison pieces. It signals, I have done the work. Here is everything condensed into one clear conclusion. Final verdict.
Chunk 4. Reach a verdict. The process. A group of people discussing, debating, going back and forth until finally agreement. A conclusion. They reached a verdict.
For example, the team debated the new design for 2 hours. Finally, they reached a verdict. It was not instant. It took time. It took disagreement. And eventually, a conclusion. They reached a verdict.
Reach a verdict always implies the process was not easy. You reach something because it was far away. It took effort to get there. Easy decisions don't need reaching. Difficult ones do.
And chunk 5. Deliver a verdict. The formal, official act. The decision is made, and now someone must announce it. Stand up, speak it out loud. Officially, deliver the verdict.
For example, after 3 days of discussion, the committee delivered their verdict on the proposal. They didn't just decide privately. They announced it officially to the people waiting, delivered the verdict.
Deliver a verdict is more formal than the other chunks. You hear it in legal situations, in official business decisions, in formal announcements. It carries weight, seriousness. The decision is real and final.
2 stories. Mine first, about what's the verdict. A close friend of mine went on a first date last year. He had been talking about this person for weeks. Very nervous, very excited, very hopeful. I waited. The date was on a Saturday evening. I gave him until Sunday morning. Then I sent one message, just 4 words.
4 words?
What's the verdict, mate?
Perfect. The only question that mattered.
He replied with 3 paragraphs about the restaurant, about the conversation, about a joke she made, about how he felt walking home. 3 paragraphs from 4 words. And at the end, verdict. I really like her. Second date already planned.
What's the verdict? And then everything came out.
4 words, 3 paragraphs, one very clear verdict. The phrase just opens the door and people walk through it happily.
My story is about reach a verdict, and it is from a real team situation. Last year, my team had to choose between two very different directions for a project. Not a small choice, a significant one. Direction A was safer, more predictable, less exciting. Direction B was riskier, more creative, more potentially powerful. We discussed it in one meeting, no agreement. A second meeting, still divided. People had strong opinions on both sides, genuine, intelligent disagreement.
2 meetings and still no decision? That is a difficult place to be.
Very difficult. So before the third meeting, we changed the format. Instead of open debate, each person wrote their reasoning privately. Then we shared, then we voted. We reached a verdict, direction B. Not unanimous, but clear. And because everyone had been heard, everyone committed to the direction, even the people who had preferred A.
The process of reaching the verdict mattered as much as the verdict itself.
Always. When people feel heard in the process, they accept the outcome, even when it is not what they wanted. Reaching a verdict together is different from being handed one.
Okay, let's finish. Verdict, the final decision, the conclusion. After testing, discussing, waiting, or deliberating, the answer that everyone was waiting for.
Your 5 chunks. The verdict is in, announcing that the final decision or result is ready to be shared. What's the verdict? The casual question asking for someone's final opinion or conclusion. Final verdict, emphasizing that this is the absolute last word and the discussion is over. Reach a verdict, the process of a group discussing and eventually agreeing on a conclusion together. And deliver a verdict, the formal, official act of announcing a final decision to the people waiting to hear it.
Okay, let's finish. Homework today. Think of something you have been testing or evaluating recently. A product, a habit, a decision, a relationship. And write your verdict. 1 sentence. Clear, final. My verdict on blank is blank. Done.
Having a verdict, a clear, final opinion, saves you from going in circles. Name it, commit to it, move forward.
The verdict is in. This was a great episode.
Was that your final verdict?
Final verdict, absolutely. Thanks for listening to Word Unlocked. See you next time.
Stay curious, reach your